Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to No Man's Sky. Now, if you're just joining us, here's the situation. I had an unfortunate crash trying to lift off my ship from one of those underneath one of those floating islands. Had a horrendous death, and we spawned with the ship on top of what I thought was just a large, tall outcropping. And I dived off and actually discovered that our ship was on one of the floating islands, and now I can't get back up there because our rocket pack does not have the boost. So we have to go ahead and travel across this planet until we find, I suppose, either two things. We need to find a trading depot that we can try and call the ship, or one of those bases that will allow us to just have the ship fly on autopilot to it. So I'm heading toward this area with the question mark, hoping for the best here. Our life support is in bad shape. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of plutonium. Our radiation isn't that bad, so at least we got that working for us. That is one of those rock outcroppings. Our inventory is completely full as well, guys, so I'm trying not to grab anything that we don't need. Kind of reminds me of that episode of Malcolm in the Middle with Malcolm's dad, who thinks that he has one thing fixed, and when he gets it fixed, there's something else broken. That's kind of like inventory management in this game. And, oh, hi there, guy. Skittish. Gender exotic. Cool. Another creature for the archives. And speaking of archives, looks like we have another alien monolith kind of thing here. Let's go ahead and utilize it for our purposes. It's a Korvax plaque. The ancient marker hums at a frequency that burrows deep into my being, filling me with the voices of the Korvax echoes. Knowledge paves the way to the understanding of probability. The Atlas spoke in fragments. The Atlas interfaces are their shadows. The monoliths are their scattered children. Together they convey the wisdom of the infinite. They must be understood. And my knowledge of the Korvax convergence increases. Learn the Korvax word for stalled. Well, that's nice. Hello there, Mr. Drone. So let's scan, see if there... What is that? Oh, that's for shielding. All of our stuff is that way. We're getting further and further away from things that can actually help us. The ship is that direction. Let's go ahead and try and outrun this drone. I don't need a whole lot of trouble right now. So let's travel to the top of this, actually over there to this sharp rock, or tree, rather. And we will go ahead and scan and see if we can find anything else close by. At least the planet is pretty well populated. Hey! It's a warning beacon. It's a warning flare.
Radiation protection falling.
Anything? Oh! Wait a minute. This might be the ticket. This looks like a pretty large base camp. Let's grab some more zinc. I'm going to try and max out the resources that we do have, just in case we need them. Now, I remember I had to jump off that outcropping, not the outcropping, but I had to jump off that platform anyway. Are you following me? Because there was absolutely no plutonium on the... Whoa! And that is how accidents happen. That would have been a broke ankle in real life. Oh! Ow. Okay, we're just gonna live here. This is how it's gonna be. This is our new, and the drone followed me. Of course he did.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Where did you go? Yeah, you head down into those caves. Well, great. Now we gotta find our way through all of this.
Resource in suit inventory.
Oh, I know. I know my inventory's full. I am very I'm very aware of that. Holy crap. Okay, well, we'll try this direction. What could possibly go wrong? Probably a lot. Every time I think about someone going into a cave and not really knowing what's in it, I think of Empire Strikes Back. When they go into that cave in the asteroid field, and it turns out to be anything but a normal cave. Oh, thank God. And there's no teeth at the exit, so that's working out for us. Now, where did that base go? There it is. Had to do a little bit of backtracking. Skies are very busy today. A lot of other ships out and about. And we've got a pod here, too. Is this the right direction? Let's see. Let's scan here real quick. Like, there's the ship. Way up there. Yeah, I guess this is the right direction. Just gotta make sure we don't fall into any more pits of despair. Now, we got some damaged machinery. Got a new technology. Deflection enhancement. And what about you? Looks like morning's about to break. Pulse Jet Sigma. Increased maneuverability and longer boost during spaceflight. Now I gotta hope and pray that this base has one of those beacons. Otherwise we better get used to this place. Wow, that is a very large base. And I guess this is the right direction to go. We've got... Yeah, there's the ship. Well, it's the closest thing to civilization that we've got, so we're gonna have to go with it. Careful now. I was relatively pumped. For those guys here who are watching the channel, guys and gals, who know I'm a big pro wrestling fan. It's like one of my only guilty pleasures that I really imbibe in. And they had a really awesome pay-per-view last night, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Oh, there's an aluminum outcropping. And had a really good time. Like, during weekends where there's multiple wrestling events, I like to get a lot of my friends... Oh, this might be a... Okay, this might be a trade depot. We might be in really good shape. Because we just saw a ship take off from it. It was a really good show, and during the weekends where there's like multiple shows back to back, I have a bunch of my friends come over and just hang out, eat pizza, watch man soaps. It's good times. And there's another one tonight too, so I'm looking forward. This space has very different architecture. This is like a little starport. Huh. Now this looks very human. Ejliad Post. This looks like if you were playing some sort of RTS, this is what the human architecture would look like. Something out of Deadlock. I don't know how many of you guys would remember that game, but it was a turn-based strategy game called Deadlock, and it was an amazing, very simple strategy game from back in the day. Well, let's see. We've got probably a ton of loot here. Is there some way that we can... Okay, bypass chip required. We can do that. What do we need to get rid of, though? Let's get rid of... Actually, let's get rid of that sink. And transfer that over to the ship. And what was it to craft a bypass chip? Iron. Okay, I need 10 iron. And we got that. Apparently drones are still in the area, though. Eight, 10. Perfect. Just enough. Well, a little bit over, but it's okay.
Radiation
I think we're going to have to destroy something else now, too. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of the shielding shards. That's unfortunate, but... And we'll transfer this calcium. I was going to destroy that, but this is considered a precious element and very rare. So we don't know if we're actually going to need such a thing.
product constructed.
Okay. Is our crisis about to be diverted?
High support power low.
Hallelujah. All is well with the world. Now, if there's a trading, like a galactic trade network kiosk, we will be in really good shape.
Stabilizing.
Actually, this looks like a doctor's office now. Or maybe customs. Nice. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and sell some of our stuff then. I am so glad that we don't have to spend any more time here than absolutely necessary.
Units received.
And we could sell our titania. Oh, there's the Geknip. I knew we had something else in here that we needed to deal with. And we also have electron vapor and suspension fluid, so we can rock out some antimatter, I think, relatively quickly. Right, we need the... Oh, we need suspension fluid. Or... Oh, iridium. That's what we need. Okay. Well, we can get another warp cell with that, and... we should be in good shape to keep going. Our hyperdrive already has enough for another jump, but... might as well top off the tank some more. Let's go ahead and talk to this gentleman. Divine Atlas Entity Takis. No familiar words. Electronic lifeform is processing a signal that emanates from a distant location deep in space. Endless processing units are combining to crack the code of a strange mathematical language. Rare elements are being pulled from the resource vaults at its feet, but some are running low. I feel bright lights constricting and directing their attention upon me. Well, I don't have any silicates, but I've got 50 titanium that I have no problem transferring over. The oxides fuel the code cracking procedure, and a faint orb glows red on the screen. Stamina Enhancement Theta increases users' ability to run for extended periods. It's a lot of zinc and a lot of iridium, but still. That is most... Hello? J12A Vivid Hunter. I don't know if I interacted with it or the journey milestone interfered. Enterprising. We have 500,000 units, guys. I want it. That's a new multi-tool. Definitely looks nastier than the average bear. Mining beam. Laser combat. Wow, this doesn't even... This is all pure special beam cannon, huh? It's actually not bad for 65,000 units. You know what? We're going to go ahead and do that. Can we transfer... Oh, we can't transfer. That's unfortunate. We'd have to build another analysis visor. Wouldn't be that bad, I don't think. But I actually really like that. There's a... Wait, hold on. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Let's go ahead. I love the off... Well, This one has a lot of offensive capability too. Combat amplification, range boost. Nah, this is much better. We're going to go ahead and go for it. We got a fancy new gun. No need having the money if you're not going to spend it, right? So, now that the ship is there, we can go ahead and explore this all nice and calm. There's a convergence cube. We actually might have enough to pay, depending on what we grab. Holy crap, that's a lot of shielding shards. Can we go ahead and use? That's actually way too many shards. Let's go ahead and... Actually, well, we could have sold those, couldn't we? How much do those go for? 343 units? Meh. Not worth the time. Power canister, though, I will take. We will use that to
Technology recharging.
pump up our life support. And some more plutonium. Go ahead and scan again. We got some more outcroppings over there. Now I've got to pay attention to the blue now as well because we need iridium in a big way. What is this thing? And will it try and kill me? Well, that's platinum. How much do we need to do to install that analysis visor? Because I was getting quite used to that. Oh, we just need a lot of iron. I can do that right now, as a matter of fact. And that is definitely more efficient. Now we got a drone here. I guess we could go ahead and see how this is combat-wise.
Hostiles approaching. Warning.
Oh yeah, that's a droid killing machine right there. Or drone killing machine. I like it. We got some. He's got some friends coming though. We got another plasma launcher blueprint. Where are you? There you are. Huzzah! Cuts through anything. We got ourselves a special beam cannon.
Inventory full.
Inventory is full. Let's get rid of the carbon, because we have so little of it. Neutrino module. That'll be some money we can use a little bit later. Cool it down. That should be enough to install the analysis visor now. And a bolt caster if we wanted, but
Technology installed.
not that important because I'm really liking that beam. Not seeing a whole lot of blue. Are seeing some... Are those new life forms?
Units received.
No, they're new. Looks like they travel in packs. They do move in herds. Speaking of that, I don't know. I'm kind of worried about a new Jurassic Park movie series with Chris Pratt. I liked Jurassic World. It was okay, but I can tell that they're going for more... I don't know. It's kind of hard to word it, but it looks like they're going for a more generic action movie vibe to it than we're used to seeing from Jurassic Park. Though Jurassic Park always had those action scenes and such, but... Now we got an observatory. 27... Okay, so 273 needs to be next. Location, okay. Looks like another monolith, and our standing with the Korvax has increased. Apparently, they very, very much enjoy it when you're actually able to use technology correctly. Another set of ruins. Well, we may have to go say hello. Nothing else here. Let's see if there's anything we can open with our... Version 2 of Atlas Pass is required.
You can see here the Death Star orbiting the forest moon of Endor.
Sorry. But especially that with the Doctor and the hybrid kind of thing, I think it's going in a very kind of interesting, and I'll say interesting as the most diplomatic way, direction for the franchise. Not necessarily that that's bad, it's just going to be kind of different. Because in this new one, they didn't really ask a whole lot of questions. That first Jurassic Park, one of the great things about Malcolm being in that movie is that Malcolm would always ask those kind of questions. Like, you spent so much time wondering if you could, you didn't stop and think of whether you should. That's very, very important, especially in the mad scientist genre of movies, which I do consider Jurassic Park to be a part of, that mad scientist genre. Now we got a transmission tower. 2, 4, 12, 4, hold on. 2, 4, 12, 48. 2 times 2, 4 times 3, 12 times 4, 48 by 5. So that by 5. Maths are hard. 24 divided, or times 5 is that? Yes? Oh! Mathlexia strikes again. And this is why I make sure that I don't have any job ever in life that requires a lot of math. Like, don't get me wrong, if I had a piece of paper, I could probably have done that, but I just can't be bothered at the moment. I had a notepad right there. Oh well. Such is life. Gotta derp it up somehow. Now that seems to be everything here at this base. Now, where are the ruins that we found? Are they about 20 minutes away on foot? We're definitely not going to do that. Let's head over here, though, and see if we can find any Iridium real quick, just because that's kind of what we need to get our warp cell made. Now, the warp cell isn't a complete and utter necessity now, thank God. Hello? Have I scanned you yet? Yep, we have scanned them. I know we can scan the plant life too, but meh. Though I will say, to tell you guys the truth, I am kind of curious if they're going, like, the kind of direction that the Jurassic Park movies are going to go, because the Doctor, who was played by, oh, I forgot the actor's name, but he's on Law & Order Special Victims Unit, and he played Hugo Strange on Gotham. If they're going to go in a more kind of combat, world-changing sci-fi kind of thing. Man, these platinum plants, man, I really need Iridium, not platinum. If they're going to go for the thing where the dinosaurs are actually going to be used in military applications and the world is changed, or Chris Pratt's character is going to have to try and stop that from happening. I know that Jeff Goldblum apparently is on board for another one. And anytime I see Jeff Goldblum in a movie, I think it's great. I love Jeff Goldblum. I think he's an actor that you definitely pay attention to whenever he's on screen, for good or bad. He's kind of like Christopher Walken in that way, that even if he's in a movie that may not necessarily be good, you always pay attention to him. And we launch, and how about that? We don't crash. There's another. That must have been the base that I saw. So this is probably the closest thing to a city we're going to get here, guys. But, I really want to head to those ruins. I don't want to spend time exploring another base. We're pushing our luck already. So we'll zoom here. What was 30 minutes is now going to take 30 seconds. And it's not like we can't come back, since we have it on the radar. Let's go ahead and scan. There's another bay. Holy crap. Yeah, this planet is rich with settlements and life. But let's go ahead and land. Are we underneath that? Oh, where are we going? Oh, lovely. Well, at least we're not like right underneath those floating islands. I do not want a repeat of what happened before. That will be most unsatisfactory. Now, this looks like the start of what was once a bridge. It's not like the castles or the actual buildings that we've seen before. So let's just start from the bottom of the bridge and work our way. The architecture is very simple. It looks... I don't know, when I look at this architecture, I think of Romulan or Vulcan architecture that you would see on Star Trek. Very similar. Learn the Korvax word for silicate. Or these could be the things that you see on Dalek armor, in which case I will run fairly quickly. Okay. That's a thing. Oh, is that a face? That is a face. It's like a turtle. This is, the Gex. These are Gex ruins. We met that guy on that space station earlier. It's a Korvax plaque, though. Brilliant light erupts from the ancient marker. It encircles me, engulfing my mind with the memories and voices of the Korvax echoes. The dreams of entities who once worshipped here become my own. Alright. More language help. Korvax word for low. Indeed. Now, is that everything here in these ruins? I think so, but if this was like a temple, why are they here? That'd be kind of interesting. The Korvax worship little turtle guys as gods. That would be very interesting. But I think that should be enough for today, guys. In the next episode, I think despite the fact that this planet is filled with settlements and life, we are going to go ahead and take off and continue our journey. Since I'm not thinking I'm seeing any Heridium whatsoever, I guess we can go ahead and try this gray. It might be gray instead of... Hold on. Let's check that real quick. I think that might actually be... Ow. Painful. That's aluminum. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here and hopefully find some Heridium on another world. We still have enough fuel in the warp tank, so we will go ahead and keep rambling on in the next episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked it, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.